The medical marijuana industry here in Colorado touted as being one of the most regulated in the country. And that seems to be because there are regulations like these updated in 2010 that total 77 pages. But law enforcement tells us not to get too excited about that because there are entire chapters like this left blank when it comes to compliance. And law enforcement says that allows for loopholes that some people can exploit.
Down there to do the affidavit as soon as he's done with the warrants.
We're making more arrests now for marijuana-related crimes than we did 5 years ago because it's so out of control here.
Sergeant Jim Gerhardt doesn't consider medical marijuana a flaw-free operation.
There are huge gaps in the regulatory scheme.
A recent sweep by law enforcement finding more than 100 cases where medical marijuana grown in legal facilities had been diverted for illegal use.
That goes to our kids, our school-age kids. It's going into the black market elsewhere in Colorado. It's even going out of state. We're actually fueling an out-of-state black market.
According to Gerhardt, having marijuana on hand is making the streets less safe.
Daily, we're seeing incidents where people are driving under the influence of marijuana, getting into serious accidents, even causing fatalities.
And harming kids who discover parents' edible pot products that resemble popular candy.
And when they end up eating this stuff, they end up hospitalized.
A case from less than a month ago involving two 19-year-olds is being investigated as possible marijuana psychosis, a negative reaction to regular marijuana that can sometimes turn deadly.
One of them then went into his home, took a knife and stabbed himself 17 times.
While Gerhardt can't ignore the compassion he feels for those who turn to pot to relieve their pain,
you can't help but look at that and say, well, yeah, it makes sense from that limited perspective.
He's not sure the benefits of bud outweigh the burden for society, something he believes Arkansans should keep in mind when considering Issue 5.
Are enough people going to be helped that it's going to outweigh the problems it's going to cause to everybody else? I think in Colorado, my assessment is it has not.
There's actually a push in Colorado to legalize marijuana for recreational use. And given the gaps in the regulations that law enforcement say exist for medical marijuana, they're concerned about what the impact could have on moving the system forward. Tonight at 10, we hear from actually a mother of 4 who says she's concerned about both systems and what it means for her state. All of that coming up tonight on KARK4 News at 10. In Denver, I'm Marcy Manley for KARK4 News.